guys and welcome back to my channel, and today's video is one that I'm pretty sure you've been waiting for a very long time, because this video has been in the works for, I want to say, more than 2 months at this point. I'm pretty sure it's a little over 2 months at least, but 2 months back roughly I asked you guys on Instagram like a this or that, and I told you that, you know what, I'm planning on trying and testing a products video, but I want you guys to pick the products that I featured in this video. So I gave you options from every single category of like similar-ish products. I want to say, like, I gave you options between 2 vitamin C moisturizers, 2 vitamin C serums, 2 salicylic acid products, 2 azelaic acid products, and 2 AHA exfoliating serum kind of products, and I asked you to choose one in every single category, and obviously you guys did an amazing job. And for every category you did a pretty good job at choosing one. Like, one product got more votes than the other, except for one category, which was the exfoliating serums category, which was like a literal 50-50, and I was like, I can't do the job of picking which one is better, so I just added in both of them for this video, because I was like, both products have equal amount of like people wanting to know which one is better kind of a deal, probably, or like you wanted reviews on both the products basically. So I am here to deliver, and I have all the products. I have thoroughly tested out, and I have like a well formulated opinion on every one of these products, which I'm very happy about. So I'm not going to make the intro any further longer, because we have a lot of products to talk about, and we're going to dive right into it. I will also try my best to include timestamps. I'm filming this video the day it's going to go live, and I don't know how much time I'm going to have before this video goes live to like actually edit out like the proper timestamps and everything. So I will try with the timestamps, but don't hold me to that. But yeah, I will include timestamps if possible. But now we're going to start with the first product, and that was the vitamin C serum. So I gave you the option to choose between the Conscious Chemist vitamin C serum and the minimalist one, and if I'm being honest, I'm really happy that you guys chose the minimalist one, because this one has really changed my thoughts on vitamin C's in general. So I've spoken about this product in a few different videos. I have done a dedicated minimalist trying and testing on products video, in which I spoke about the 5% niacinamide, I spoke about the 10% vitamin C as well, and then I spoke about some other products as well. So you can go and check out that video. But in that video I had more of an initial thoughts and opinions, but now I've really formulated my thoughts a lot better on this product, and I do have to say that I really, there is a machhar right there which is not going away for some reason. I'm so sorry, but like I was saying, now I formulated my thoughts much better on this. So I am almost done with this. Like, I have the tiniest bit left, so you can tell that in the past 2 months I have really used up this product a lot, to the point where I'm almost going to be out of it. But unlike other vitamin C serums that I've tried in the past, since the past few years, to be very honest, like, I know now vitamin C serum, like every other brand is coming out with a vitamin C, and it's been the case for a year at this point. A lot of brands have been coming out with vitamin C serums, but vitamin C serums are not really a new ingredient in the market. Even in the Indian market, we've had vitamin C serums for a while, and I have used a lot of them. I've used a lot of them, and I haven't seen significant results with really my acne marks, which are one of my main concerns, for which I use a lot of brightening ingredients. I've not seen results with a lot of serums, to be very honest, but this is one that I've actually seen pretty great results with, to be completely honest. And that is why I would really recommend this, and I do really like this, to the point where I also see myself repurchasing this one as well, because vitamin C not just has great benefits for like marks, but also has a lot of long-term benefits in terms of increasing the collagen production. Of course, it's not going to directly make you more youthful looking, or it's not going to have like anti-aging benefits, but it's got great antioxidant benefits. Like, paired with a sunscreen, it gives you additional sun protection and antioxidant protection as well. So it's one of those ingredients which you will see noticeable results with when it comes to hyperpigmentation, but there are also a lot of great long-term benefits and that is why I like this product a lot. And I think again the texture is also great. It's really great for people who have more normal oily skin. Sometimes if a product is really oily in terms of like consistency and it has a lot of emollients, or it's formulated on a where it might not be the best for oily skin, this is not one of those. This is going to be great for oily skin. It gets absorbed very easily. So even though it's super effective and it's something that is just a great product in general, I think the product use is also very important. Like when you're using it, how is the experience? Because if something is not good to apply, then obviously you're not going to enjoy using it. And I don't know why this mosquito is irritating me so much, but yeah, love this product, would highly recommend it, and I'm really happy that you guys chose it. So yeah, moving on next to vitamin C serums. Now this one, I wish you would have chosen the other one, but I know that the other one is not really that popular in the Indian market because it's not an Indian brand. It was a K-beauty brand, and that was Pureto, and that vitamin C moisturizer, which I wish you would have chosen because I like the texture of that one more, and I feel like I will enjoy using that one more, but you guys did not choose that. You chose the Earth Rhythm Phyto Repair Moisturizer, which is again a moisturizer with vitamin C as well as peptides, and the peptide complex is Matrixyl 3000. So this is what the product looks like. Again, you can tell, I know the camera and the lighting is kind of washing it out because it's very like yellow and like bright and light in color, but yeah, that's what the packaging looks like. And this moisturizer, when I first started using it, I will have to tell you that I definitely overused it. Like, don't be super generous, don't pump in like multiple times, just pump in, I would say, once or maybe twice. I think the directions also say it's not on the bottle, but it's on the cardboard box that this comes in, that you like 2 pumps is enough for this product. You don't need to like overuse it. So that is one thing that you definitely do need to keep in mind, that don't overuse it. But I've noticed that even with 2 pumps, I feel like for my normal oily skin, this is a little too much as a morning moisturizer, especially when you're pairing it with other steps like toner, like serum, then moisturizer, then sunscreen. I feel like if you're using this as your moisturizer, it's going to be a little too much. I might prefer this in the winters, which is why I haven't used this one a lot as of now, because I just feel this is not the right time for my skin to be using a product like this. It's just a little too thick, it's a little too heavy. So I am looking forward to using this more, either on mornings where I don't have the time to do toner, serum, moisturizer, sunscreen. I will just come out of the shower, put on a moisturizer, put on sunscreen, and then run out of the door. If I'm getting super late on a certain day, I think that's when I would use this. Or I would just wait for the winters to use this, and maybe then this would work better for me. Again, I can't be sure of that, but I can tell you and like get back to you in a few months. So that's what I would say as of now. Once I have better formulated thoughts and I've used it more regularly, I will tell you for sure. So don't worry about that. But that was the vitamin C moisturizer pick that you guys had chosen. Moving on next to salicylic acid. So again, I gave you 2 options. One was the Earth Rhythm salicylic acid, and the other one that you guys actually chose was the Dermatecture salicylic acid toner. Now Dermatecture has their AHA, BHA kind of products in toner form instead of serum form. So they have a glycolic acid toner, they have a salicylic acid toner, and they also have a lactic acid toner. Again, we're going to be talking about the salicylic acid toner today, and again, this is a product I have spoken a lot about in the past as well. I mentioned in my I think skincare tubes video it was that I did this year, that I feel like in terms of formulation and like consistency of the product and stuff, it's a little bit similar to the Paula's Choice 2% BHA exfoliant. Of course, that one is super duper expensive, and this one is kind of like, if you want to get that, maybe get this one first to see if you enjoy BHA in a toner form of product. You can get that one first, you can use it, and a lot of people have noticed great results with it. Personally, I just prefer my BHAs in a serum form more than a toner form, which is why I was not the biggest fan of the Paula's Choice, and I'm not the biggest fan of the Dermatecture either. The Dermatecture one, though, I have to say, is a little bit more gentle. So for my super resilient skin, I feel like it's a little too gentle. But if you have more sensitive skin, then I do think that you will really like this product. And it's a great introduction product. Like, a lot of people out there either have like damaged skin barriers because they've over exfoliated, and for those people, I think that this is a product that you can't honestly, I feel like, over exfoliate with it, because I've used it every day and I still think it's too gentle. Of course, my skin is though very resilient, and it's just, thick skin, moti chamdi hai meri. But yeah, I think it's a great introduction product for anyone who either doesn't know where to start from, or you feel like you've over exfoliated and you want something a little bit more gentle, so there is no scope for over exfoliation. I think it's great for those people, but it was not personally my favorite. But I would still recommend it to anyone who thinks that it might be great for them, because it is a good product. Again, fragrance free, good ingredients. It's not that overpriced either. Like, I bought the 50 ml for around 600, and I think the 100 ml comes for around 1,000 bucks. So it's not the most expensive. It's not like Clinique. So yeah, keep that in mind. Moving on to another product. Again, you had to choose between Earth Rhythm and Dermatecture, and you guys went for Dermatecture, sorry. But I asked you to choose between the Earth Rhythm Azelaic Acid Concentrate and the Dermatecture Salicylic Acid Serum, and you guys chose the where is it? The Dermatecture 10% Salicylic Acid Serum. Now again, this one was one that I was super excited to try, probably out of all of these products, because it's a new ingredient. I've never used salicylic acid. Why am I saying salicylic? Wow. I've never used azelaic acid before, so this was my first time not just using of course it was my first time using azelaic acid. Why are the words jumbled in my head? So I was a little, I want to say, skeptical. I didn't know how frequent I should be using it. I did not know if I should use it in the morning or night or 2 times in a day. I didn't know what I was doing. So I feel like this product kind of really started my journey with azelaic acid. And now when I'm using something with that ingredient, I know what to expect. I know what to look for. So when I started using this, I started with every night, because again, it's always safer to incorporate a new routine, like a new ingredient in your routine in the night instead of in the day. So I started with every night, and I think for 2 or 3 days I used it every night, and then eventually I realized that, you know what, maybe every night is a little too much, because it was not like my skin was burning, but I still felt like, your skin just tells you that, you're doing it too much, you need to slow down a little bit. So then I started using it every other night, and it worked really well. But to be very honest, whatever I've heard about azelaic acid, like, it's a great exfoliant, it's great with your redness or your hyperpigmentation, all of that stuff. I did not notice a lot of that. I noticed that my skin was well exfoliated, it was really balanced, there was no skin texture, there was no breakouts when I was using this, so I was really happy with all that. But I did not see my skin improving. I did not see the texture completely going away and having super smooth skin. I did not notice it really helping much with the marks or anything. So I was like, I'm getting used to it, and I don't know, again, if you can tell, but I have used more than half of this. So I'm not saying that I used it just a few nights in a row and then I was like, why am I not noticing any difference? I used up more than half of this and I still did not notice much of a difference. So I was like, okay, I'm going to continue using this. I used it for a while. I also tried incorporating this in my morning routine and seeing how that works for me. Like, does this burn or tingle my skin throughout the day? Does it not work well with sunscreen or anything? No, not at all. It's perfect in the day, it's perfect at night. It's just that definitely don't use it 2 times in a day, and definitely don't use this every day. You can start with every other day in the beginning, and then eventually you can move on to using it every day. I think my skin at this point has gotten used to it, at the point where it's okay if I use it every day and it's not going to be a problem for me personally. But again, I did not notice like, I was expecting this to be a product. Maybe these are just my high expectations. Let me also put out there, it may be that I just have too high of expectations, but I was hoping for this to be something like that one product where it works with marks, it works with skin texture, and it works with like clearing out your pores and stuff. So like, I can replace my brightening ingredients glycolic acid, salicylic acid. I'll take everything out of my routine and I can just use azelaic acid. Like that is what I was hoping and expecting, because I do want to like cut down my routine in a way where I don't have to have a separate glycolic acid product or separate salicylic acid and other brightening ingredients as well. I just want to remove everything out and just have one product to use. Like that is what I was hoping I can eventually achieve at some point, so then that way I can go to a more minimal route, but that did not happen, at least not with this azelaic acid product. I do have the Earth Rhythm one, which I will also try and test out. Maybe see that one is more potent, maybe it's possible, I don't know. Again, I haven't used it, so I can't tell, but maybe it's just that the Dermatecture one is a little bit more again, I feel like the brand has that whole aesthetic and vibe where it's very safe for sensitive skin, kind of like the actives are not too potent, the products are not too harsh on the skin, and it's more meant for like everyone. So it's also good for sensitive skin. Like I feel like Dermatecture does have that vibe, so maybe that's why this is a little bit more mild, gentle, and maybe I'm not noticing major results with it. Maybe that's the reason. I will continue using this, though I might pair this with like a niacinamide moisturizer in the morning, and that way I'll use it up and I'll stick to my glycolic acid and salicylic acid, at least as of now, and I'll probably use this up. So yeah, that's that. I feel like the story time went a little too long. Moving on, next, our last two products, and these are our exfoliating products that we're going to end this video with, and that is the Tricone Radiant Skin Serum. This one is a tried and true OG. If you've been following me for a couple of years, you would recognize that I spoke about this particular product a few years back, and I'm still talking about this. And then we also have the Conscious Chemist Reboot Night Treatment Serum. Again, it's a blend of botanical AHAs, and that's what this one is. And again, this one had like 50% votes, so that's why I did end up adding both of these for the video. So the reason why I added the Tricone one in is because this is one that I wanted to retry after a couple of years and see that is it still does my skin still need something like this? Does this still have a place in my skincare collection and my skincare routine, or is this just like a beginner friendly product that you cannot use eventually after you get used to AHAs and BHAs? So I do think that this one I can still use. It's not like I can't use anymore, but I would say that this is something that is more geared towards a beginner when it comes to AHAs and BHAs. I think if you don't know again where to start from, or you're just someone who doesn't have, like, if you're not a skincare nerd, I feel like when I first discovered this product and I started using this product, I did not have as much knowledge as I have now of ingredients, and I feel like now there's also more education about ingredients. 2 to 3 years back, like in 2017, 2018, when I discovered this, there wasn't as much skincare knowledge and education. No one knew what glycolic acid is, or I wouldn't say no one, but most people did not know what glycolic acid is, what salicylic acid is, what are the benefits and all of that. We just knew that, if a serum says retexturizing, then it means you're going to have, a smoother skin texture. Or if an ingredient said that it's, like if a serum said it's brightening, then it's going to have some sort of ingredient that is going to help with like acne marks and hyperpigmentation and stuff like that. Like that's all that we knew. We would not read beyond that. Like we would not read beyond the front of the packaging. We would never go to the ingredients list. And even if we did, we would not understand anything except water. So yeah, this is from that time, that era. But I still feel like even in 2020 or rather 2021 now, I still feel like there is a market for this. I still feel like there are people who like a lot of people in my personal life, I know I've recommended this product to. I've recommended this product to a lot of people, who follow me as well, who have texted me on Instagram and have been like, what, this whole AHA BHA world is very overwhelming to us. There are so many products out there and we don't know what to try. We don't know what would you recommend to us? And if they told me that they have uneven skin texture, this is the product I would recommend to them, because I feel like this really helped me right in the beginning of my skincare journey where I did have uneven skin texture, because when you break out and eventually you like treat those breakouts or they like dry up, but after they dry up it does leave behind that uneven skin texture, and this one really helped me with that. But I feel like now in 2021, instead of reaching for this, I would rather reach for the Pixi Glow Tonic. And even though this one is way more affordable than that one, I feel like that one I would get faster results. I can use that 2 days in a row and my skin texture would be completely gone, whereas if I'm using this, I'd have to use it for a week at least to notice significant results. So again, for a beginner it's great, but for me and for where I am in my journey, this is not where we're at anymore. So I will be using up this one, but I don't see myself repurchasing it. I will probably still recommend it to people who are not skincare nerds, who are not as well versed with this huge world of skincare. I think for them this is still a great product. So yeah, that was that. Moving on to the other exfoliant that we have to talk about, this is the Conscious Chemist Reboot Night Treatment Serum. Now this one, first of all, I would like to say that my main, I think, problem with this, like the first time I used it, I was already like, I don't like this. And that was because of the, again, texture of the product. Like I was saying in the beginning of the video, it's very important for a product to be enjoyable to apply, because that way I will be more inclined to use it every single day. I will look forward to using it every single day. Even if I haven't noticed a lot of results with it right in the beginning, I'll still be inclined to use it, because it's good to apply, it's fun to apply, and I like the way it feels on the skin. The problem with this one is that it's kind of a milkier consistency and a milkier serum, where I feel like it's a little too thick for me to apply. It's a little bit, not thick as in like thick gel kind of thick, like don't think of that texture. Think of like milky again, but a little bit more, it's not like watery milky, like milk is more of a watery consistency. This is a little bit more like, it's less viscous. Okay, so I feel like I should show you a little bit of the consistency for it to make sense. Can you see? It's like not transparent, it's a little translucent, and it's a little bit more thicker in consistency. And when you apply this product, what happens is that it takes a while to absorb into the skin. I use it at night whenever I do use it, but it takes a while to absorb into the skin, so you have to wait for me to put on my moisturizer, so my moisturizer goes on smoothly as well on the skin. But then this is not something like, if you're doing a super minimal routine, like you're washing your face, you're putting this on, and you're putting on a lightweight moisturizer at night, I feel like it would work for you. But if you put it on with a thick moisturizer, it's just going to be too thick, too heavy, and you feel like you're going to sweat out your skincare throughout the night. Like, that is what I feel with this sometimes. So I think that this is one that is just not meant for normal to oily skin, at least in my personal opinion. I think if you have more drier skin, then you might like this, and I feel like for that reason, whenever I use this, I'm not too religious and like regular with using this every single night to like notice results eventually after a few weeks. Like whenever I use it for a day and I'm just like, I don't like it, and then I try to push myself to use it for a few days, and then after that I'm just like, I give up, and then I stop, and then I'm like, shit, I gotta go back to this and I gotta use it because I have to review it for you, and then I start again in a few days, and then again I stop, and then again and again and again, and this cycle never ends. So I'm just like, because the product is not fun to apply, I don't like the texture, and I don't like the way my skincare routine is, and I don't enjoy my skin when I am wearing it, even if I'm going to bed. I feel like for that reason, I would not ask you to accept my opinion, because I have not been able to test it out thoroughly, so I can't really give you a review even if I want to, because if I say that, I don't think it's effective, I don't think you will see results with it, a lot of you will be like, but you have hardly used it, you don't even use it regularly, so how can you review it? So, and that's exactly what I feel. You're absolutely right if you think that way, because you're right, I genuinely can't review it if I just use it for 3-4 days in a row and then stop, and then use it after 2 weeks again for like just 2-3 days again, and then again stop, and then again stop. So yeah, that's why I feel like my review is not that accurate even if I want to give one, and I'm not going to give one because I don't think I should be. I don't think I can technically. So yeah, those are just my thoughts on this. If you have oily to normal combination ish skin and you're thinking about getting this, I would say there are much better serums out there that have a better consistency and texture. And just other products out there. There are so many AHAs and BHAs out there that I don't feel like you need to specifically go for this one. You can definitely find better ones. And also, what I kind of don't like about Conscious Chemist is that they have a lot of botanical AHAs, and I don't know how much research out there is to claim that these botanical AHAs will really help in resurfacing and retexturizing your skin. I think there are ingredients out there like glycolic acid, even mandelic acid, which is a little bit more gentle. Of course, there's lactic acid. I feel like I wish they would have included those kind of ingredients in this AHA blend. I'm not saying to just make a glycolic acid serum or just make a lactic acid serum, because there are other brands out there that are doing this. So like, why would Conscious Chemist stand out? So at least along with your botanical stuff, if you put in like one or two well-researched ingredients, I think I would be a little bit more excited about it, and I would be more likely to recommend it to dry skin people. But because they don't have that, I feel like I'm also less likely to recommend it even if you have dry skin. So yeah, that's just my personal opinion. I just think that Conscious Chemist really isn't the brand for me personally. But again, you know, you do you. If you have a different opinion, that's totally fine. If you've noticed results with this and you've used it, definitely let me know in the comments, because I'm sure it's going to help other people as well who are reading that. But yeah, that's it for this video. It's very, very long. It's almost going to be half an hour, but I think I can justify it because we spoke about like 6 products in this video and I gave you in-depth thoughts on every single one of them. So yeah, I think we can justify that this video is a little long, and I hope you don't mind that. Even if you do, please don't kill me, and please don't be nasty in the comments. But yeah, that's it for this video. I'm not gonna make it any further longer. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Until then, bye bye.